In this video, I'm going to cover all the details of what you need to know about retiring in Mobile, Alabama. So let's go ahead and dive in. So I'm standing here at the Connie Hudson Senior Center in West Mobile. This is right off of Hillcrest Road in the middle of everything, so it's a very convenient location. But the reason I'm doing that is because in this video, we're going to talk about recreation, we're going to talk about housing, restaurants, shopping, what about healthcare, and all those things surrounding being a senior adult living in Mobile, Alabama. Now, my name is Jeff Jones. I'm with Keller Williams. I've lived here my entire life, all 51 years, and I absolutely love getting to talk about all that Mobile has to offer, but also answering your questions when people call the number on the screen or they reach out and they really want to know what it's like or what the moving process is like, especially when it comes to finding a home in Mobile when you may or may not be able to actually be here. So if you've got questions ahead of time, go ahead and give me a shout out. I would love to hear from you. So currently, I'm driving down Hillcrest Road, and Hillcrest is like a hub in West Mobile. Of course, you can see a lot of beautiful trees around us, which is one of the things people always talk about. They always talk about trees in Mobile. We have lots of greenery. But this is where the Connie Hudson Senior Center is located. And we're going to take a drive in through there. But the great thing about this is in a great location. And it's super convenient to a lot of the places that may be on your list of where you want to live. So we're going to turn in, and there's plenty of parking. And the funny thing I noticed about it is there is handicap parking everywhere if you need it. But it's a beautiful little campus they've got here. They've got a pool. They've also got an area for the other kind of pool, billiards. They've got like a computer lab, they've got a cafe, exercise equipment, a lot of things that you may want, as a senior adult that you can do in your spare time to stay in shape. But this is a great location, and there are other locations in Mobile that you can go to. So if you don't live in West Mobile, you can still find another senior center. But the other thing is a lot of these are centrally located and they're close to hospitals as well. And we're going to talk about hospitals here in just a second. So I'm still on Hillcrest. We're stopped at a red light at Hillcrest and Cottage Hill, but right behind me, about a mile back there, is the senior center we just left. And then over to my right, you've got the Walmart neighborhood market, which is a little smaller than a super center. And then over to the left, you've got the Publix grocery store. But then if you go about a mile and a half north on Hillcrest, you're going to come to Grelot Road, which you've got the Winn-Dixie there. And then you go 2 streets over on Schillinger, you've got the Rouse's grocery store, which is a great local and regional favorite. So although grocery stores are not specific to retirement, it's important. And it's important if you're considering moving here that you're going to have plenty of options, whether you're buying groceries or whether you are going to a restaurant. When I think of retirees moving to the Mobile area, one of my favorite neighborhoods is called Hillcrest Crossing. And the reason why, well, as you can tell, there's very little yard, but their HOA, it's about $62 a month, and it actually covers the lawn and maintenance for the front of the house. So that's a huge bonus, but you can tell the properties are pretty close together. A lot of folks, they want to have that neighbor accountability. So if you need something, they're really close by. But also, these houses, it's not like a tract neighborhood. There's some really quality homes in here with a lot of quality finishes, a lot of updates, granite, the whole 9 yards. So that's one of the bonuses about Hillcrest Crossing. And people seem to really take care of their properties, and it's in the center of everything just off of Hillcrest Road. And I almost forgot, but another area in Mobile, when I think of retirees, is one of the largest neighborhoods in all of Mobile. It's called Pinehurst. And Pinehurst is, once again, just off of Hillcrest. But it's at the corner of Hillcrest and Airport Boulevard. And it's right in there, on Airport. You've got several restaurants. You've got a medical center across the street. But it's super close to Providence Hospital. Well, it used to be called Providence Hospital. And so we're heading there now to show you exactly how convenient but also show you a little bit about, that overall medical park, because the Providence area, that's where you can go, of course, for the hospital, emergency room, but then also there are all sorts of doctors within the medical park. It's one of those places. Well, it's kind of like a one-stop shop for all. So it's very convenient to Pinehurst, and Pinehurst, they're going to range on the low end about 180, and on the high end probably around 360. But close together, and this neighborhood just keeps going up in value. So we're riding down Airport Boulevard, and if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know that Airport is a very busy and congested street, but the reason why is because it has everything on it. And Providence Hospital is on Airport Boulevard, and it's this massive white structure that looks like some type of spaceship. It's really quite the spectacle, I'll say. But Providence was recently purchased by the University of South Alabama, so now it's called USA Health, or I guess USA Health Providence. And with that comes so much for not only the school, but the city of Mobile. It's a huge campus, and I'm going to take you into the campus and show you, some of the buildings. You've got, I think, building A, B, C, and D, maybe building E. I'll have to check. It's been a while. But this is an area that's very convenient. It's right around the corner from Hillcrest Crossing that I showed you. It's right around the corner from Pinehurst, and, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, Summerbee. It's really close to Summerbee as well. Now, as we're continuing to ride through the Providence, I guess the overall campus, one thing that stuck out to me is they have a rehabilitation center there. They've got a workout facility. So all sorts of things are available if you get connected with them. Now, like I mentioned, this is right off of Airport, but it's also on the back end, it's connected to Cody Road. So all of this is like this just big giant square where everything is connected. But from here, we're going to go directly to Summerbee, which Summerbee has multiple options. You've got traditional housing, and the HOA fee there, I think it's around $350, $360 a month, but it involves a lot more. It takes care, it's got something where there's a check-in system where they check on you. It's like an assisted living type of environment. And then they have more of a traditional assisted living building. You can have privacy, but then you can also have those elements, have food provided, all of those things. But that's a pretty large campus. And those houses are in the same price range as Hillcrest Crossing, maybe a little more expensive, but they're going to be in the $350 to $400 range. Super nice. You've got some nice finishes, but a lot of people like living there because the level of care and accountability is a little bit more than what you're going to find, obviously, in a regular neighborhood. It's just right around the corner, and then we're going to the park. So I'm right here on Hillcrest Road, and I'm turning into Medal of Honor Park, and this place is what I like to call Mobile's own hidden gem. And you can tell by looking around, there are trees everywhere. It's got great walking paths. It's got tennis. Of course, it's got a playground. It's got a dog park, very popular. And I believe that it has new pickleball courts. That has been sweeping over Mobile. There are a lot of things going on in the pickleball department, but this is a great place to go for a walk, and it's super close. So not only is it close to the healthcare, but the houses that I've been showing you, it's just a really, really convenient place. And so it's got plenty of parking, but this is a great place you can go to get away from the hustle and bustle. And a lot of people meet up. They say, hey, let's go meet at the park, and we can walk together. So if that's something you like to do, this is a great place to do it. Now, one of the places that I did not mention, but I do want to talk about churches. This is obviously like the Bible Belt in Mobile, Alabama. There are a lot of churches, but this is one church in particular that has it's like a family life center. This is Christ United, and they've got the Christ Center, which has all sorts of things there. In fact, my mom, she is almost 80 years old, and she loves going there. She walks on the track, and she gets a lot of miles in. But they've got a lot of opportunities at a church like this. Of course, you've got lots of areas to walk around on the exterior, and they've got great services on the inside. But there are other churches that are like that in the area. They're not going to be any, any lacking for churches in the Mobile area. But again, this is right off of Grelot, which is connected to Hillcrest, which is the recurring theme in this area. Hillcrest Road has absolutely almost everything. Now, one thing I also did not mention was having a really great library close by. Mobile has some great libraries, but I absolutely love the West Mobile branch. And so it's really, it's within walking distance from the Medal of Honor Park. It's got sidewalks that can take you directly there. It's just right around the corner, and it's on Grelot Road between University and Knollwood. So it's really close by. It's got a lot of great opportunities. Of course, they have classes from time to time, and it's really large. You know, it's got a lot of things to choose from. And so not only, do you have the recreational things, but educationally, we've got a great library system. And if you want to do any type of continuing education, you're right down the road from the University of South Alabama, which is a really large campus that has grown exponentially over the years, and it's got so much to offer the community. And that's it. I tried to cover as much as I possibly could, but of course, I couldn't cover everything in a short video. But what I tried to cover were the things that matter the most about retiring in Mobile, Alabama. Now, if you've got questions, if you're considering, this might be the place for me, well, give me a call, Call me, shoot me a text, send me an email, visit my website, livinginmobile.com. Now, if you like things a little bit differently, I also have a podcast where people get to share their stories about Mobile. In fact, I interview a lady named Diane who has an incredible story about moving to Mobile and how much she absolutely loves it, and she gets to explore all the things that Mobile has to offer. So definitely check that out. But also, if you click the link below, you're going to see that I've got a free download. It's like a relocation guide for all the things you want to know about the city of Mobile. And then I've also got an app. You can download it. It's for free on Android or on iPhone. And so let me know if you have any questions, but don't forget to like and subscribe, because we're always dropping new videos. And next time, we may do a video about health services in Mobile, or we may do something about, schools in Mobile. So if this video was not for you, check out the other videos I've done in the past. You may find what you're looking for. And if you don't, well, send me a message, and I listen to every comment, and I'll make a video just for you. So hope you have an amazing rest of your day, but I cannot wait for the next video.